Like, I give him a game loss. You know, like I was like, that should be a match.
All right, one card on the bottom for Dave Kaplan, and we are ready to go. Underground Sea pass. So to start this match, I don't know if the players knew what each other were on. John's going to take a look. We didn't get to see it, but John did. And a Wasteland fired off on Underground Sea. In response, Brainstorm. Looks like Dave's holding a Reanimate.
Yeah. I'll leave one black floating. It's time to play Raging Loft Adventure.
All right, passing the turn, drawing off the bauble. Dave has another blue-black land, Underground Sea, and plays a Delver. Passes the turn. Notice the technique here. Dave has a checklist card in the deck and a Delver of Secrets double face card off to the side in the deck box. That is the proper way, everybody.
Yes.
That is the proper way. Okay, a bolt being fired off after Brainstorm revealed to flip Delver. Daze. So bolt is countered. Insectile Aberration will survive. Using the land to Brainstorm now.
I'm going to go 6.
We've talked a little bit about the changes in heuristics in Legacy over the last couple of months because of new cards like Bowmaster. You'll see a lot of early cantrips in these games to try and get under the Bowmaster. Brainstorms get shut off sometimes in the late game or aren't as safe. So maybe in situations where we wouldn't be brainstorming, we're brainstorming is really the point. Leaf says, I ordered 20 placeholder cards yesterday. Don't want the DCI calling me. You know what, Leaf? Good for you. Good for you, and keep up the good work.
Okay. Yep. Draw a card.
Cosmic says, what's up, Chris? What's up? What is up? Welcome.
I'll float black.
Waiting on a Ponder Resolve here for Kaplan.
I'm just doing for the amount of black mana I'm floating. I have 6 black mana floating. Yep. 2 black mana floating. Raven Loft Venture? Yeah.
Oh, worth mentioning, this is from round 1 of the game Storia 1K that took place. It was last weekend, I believe.
Choose first.
So this is a competitive REL match.
I'm going to search. I have to do a couple other things.
Another Wasteland fired off, taking out that Underground Sea. Now a Ponder for John. Weed William, thank you for the resub. 15 months. Appreciate that. 15 months.
14-17. Vicious Battle Rager.
Looks like a Ponder shuffle for John now.
Turbid Initiative. Yep. I'll put 2 +1/+1 counters onto the battle.
All right. Finishing the Ponder, passing the turn. Insectile Aberration gets in there. Does Dave have another land?
I'll use this land to activate Battle Cry Goblin.
Just firing off Grief, pitching Bowmaster. Okay.
Trigger. It's like that one's okay. And then it's got the deck.
It gets dazed. That was a good daze right there. Obviously, John needs to figure out how to get this Insectile Aberration off the table. All right, there's a bolt, and it's gone.
Wow.
No tiger.
No land drop for Dave Kaplan.
3 counters, and I'll trigger the...
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so a brainstorm accidentally revealed an underground sea. So we know John will be making a land drop this turn, I guess. Ono says, "What do we have to do to get a Chris Panucci pools, tubs, and beaches stream?" Probably a lot, like 5,000 subs.
Into combat? Sure. It's a 3-7.
Maybe 10,000 subs.
Go 9.
Where are we right now on subs? We have 357. All right, we could get there.
Yes, I got.
Our sub number on the bottom right of your screen. Remember, Amazon Prime members, you get a free Twitch sub every month. Become a member of the 90s MTG family for free. Unlock everything in our Discord. Links are down below. Become a member. Dragon's Race Channeler on the board. Wasteland is a land. Can't really do a lot with it, though. Gonna just fire it off here. Hitting Underground Sea.
Take 3?
Yeah.
You 5.
First back instant creature.
Okay, John has Delirium, so DRC gets in there for 3. Polluted Delta Crack for Dave. What decks am I on these days? I've been playing Red White Stompy. We've seen it on stream a few times recently. Has some cards from the Doctor Who set. And it's really good. Not a joke. It's really good. All right, so Dave taking a look at the graveyard.
Reanimate Grief.
Reanimating Grief. That's getting Force of Will, pitching Force of Will, Surveil.
Good.
Marloff says, wild idea here, unban Deathrite Shaman. Have you been playing Timeless at all, Marloff? Probably not. These legacy players don't play Timeless. That was a brainstorm for John. Now a bauble. Take a look at the top of the deck. Didn't Surveil. Oh. Another Wasteland fired off. That's pretty good. Attacking for 3 again with the DRC, drawing off the bauble.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right, Dave fires off a Wasteland. There's been a lot of Wastelands in this game, maybe 20 of them so far.
Gotta get myself.
One cantrip and 2 lands.
Do I think there's a possible mono red Soothsayer deck? My instinct is no. I don't think there is a possible mono red one.
That's easier.
Unless it was just like mono red Stompy as it is right now, but they added Soothsayers and whatever you hit, and that was good enough. That might be possible.
Yeah.
All right, Dave scooping it up. Game 1 goes to Just Guy John. Scooter says, just got into pre-modern, finding it to be interesting. That's cool. Leaf says, current Stompy with Soothsayer seems kind of cold. You mean mono red? Yeah, I don't know. All right, a Nile Spellbomb on turn 1 for Dave, and a Stalactite Stalker on turn 1 for John. We still at this point get a few, what card is that? So I'm going to put the text for Stalactite Stalker up on the screen. This card is hot in Legacy right now. I don't know if it'll be hot in a month, but it's hot right now. Lost Caverns of Ixalan, rare. Sidenorna has joined us as Bowmaster is just so meh. Sidenorna, is everything okay, Sidenorna? Sidenorna wants to just glimpse of nature and draw the deck and then Craterhoof people.
The most hateful,
Sinorna says one time 90s MTG dropped it like it's hot. That may be true. I don't know. Can't really say. So a Ponder Shuffle for Dave. Has a basic island in play. No red mana yet. Oh, Dave's on Dimir. Never mind. Grixis. John is the one on Grixis. Never mind. Sinorna says, I honestly want to cut hoof. I think it's time, Sinorna. Cut the hoof. Cut the crap. Play Cradle Control.
Sure.
Here's a Brainstorm. Leaf says, I have a hot brew in mind, Soothsayer, Mississippi River. Try it. I think the Soothsayer brews have only just begun. Sibylline Soothsayer from the Doctor Who set. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah. Mattias here says, how was the tie decided? Ties are decided in the poll, so we have Twitch chat vote round by round which matches we will watch. And when there's a tie, people with the best badges in the chat just are the tiebreaker. They decide.
I can tell you why. Why? It was the first card you played.
Sinorna, is it about the elves or is it about the cradles? You have to decide now. You have to decide.
Good luck.
You two and have fun.
Are you a cradle gamer or an elf gamer? Can't be both.
I want to do that thing where I tell you, imagine if you could play a different card instead of that. Imagine.
Kaplan firing off a Brainstorm. Okay, Sinorna is an elf gamer officially. That's been announced now. That's it. It's decided.
Josh, you're in full support. Yes, every game. We get to reselect every game.
First time playing that guy.
Richard and Pizza wondering why there wasn't an alert on Discord. Should there be an alert on Discord every time we stream? Or should I keep it a secret?
I
don't know.
Sorry. Oh, no, you're good here.
Are people paying attention? Leaf gets it. Keep it secret so you know who your true followers are. I know. Fatal push on the Stalactite Stalker. Eventually, this spell bomb might get fired off to prevent Murktides. It also can disrupt Delirium later on if needed, if it sticks around.
Okay, so I take 1, 2.
Now a reanimate on the Stalker, I guess.
Name the targets?
Judge?
Just the
Judge?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
John is going to hand over a Stalker. It will be on Dave Kaplan's side of the battlefield for now. Reanimate resolves.
It's fine. You're probably going to dump as much of it as possible. Let's go.
So cracking a polluted delta, finding a volcanic island.
I'll pass.
Counterbalance. Okay.
That resolves. 16 past you.
Beanstalk?
You got beans.
Stalactite Stalker attacking John. The goblin has switched sides.
Doffy.
That's fine.
Go for it.
Draw.
I've played against this Stalactite Stalker card a bunch of times now in Legacy, and it's impressive. I haven't played with it myself in my 75, but I actually don't even own any copies. Should I get some copies? I probably should. But it's been really good. All right, bolting his own Stalactite Stalker, fighting on Dave's side. Let's see if that resolves.
Good question.
All right, it dies.
Second main phase. Play again? Sure. I'm gonna need Orca.
Oh no, says you aren't going to see Stalker played in Legacy in 3 months. That may be true. It's really hard to predict how the next 3 months will play out. We have Fallout coming out in about a month. I'm curious to see how many Legacy relevant cards will be in that set. That's in about 30 days, almost to the day from this live stream. The Fallout set will be coming out. All right, now Spellbomb fired off. It will potentially prevent Murktide Regents on John's side.
You know I have the seal.
Yeah. Take care of
If you've been paying close attention to Legacy for the past year or two, you know that these commander sets, think of cards like Staff of the Storyteller, for example, going back a little bit further, Triumph of St. Catherine, going a little bit further than that, Creative Technique. There are Legacy relevant cards making an impact. The Lord of the Rings commander set, even the holiday one, Legolas's Quick Reflexes, of course, comes to mind. The Doctor Who set, we were just talking about Doctor Who Stompy, a deck I've been playing recently. It hasn't even, I'm playing against people at the LGS, and the people are not even familiar with the cards. Canoptic Scarab Swarm, yeah. Modern Horizons 3 is this year. That's in a couple of months, though. That's all the way in June. All right. Here's a brainstorm in response to Bowmaster. I'm assuming the counterbalance trigger is on the stack as well.
Yeah, so you didn't want to play Internal Weekend.
I'm almost numb to it at this point.
Glad you have decisions instead of just
I'm
killing
not playing
me.
land.
Were there any... I know we had Bombardiers in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. To be determined if Karlov Manor commander set makes any impact, or the Clue set. But did March of the Machine have any Legacy relevant cards in the commander set? Does anybody know? Not reprints, like first time printings. I can't remember off the top of my head. Was that what the Exsanguinator Cavalry was printed in? I can't remember. I could look it up, but that would be cheating.
Again, save.
All right, here's a brainstorm for Kaplan. Both players without creatures on the board. John with the counterbalance advantage for now.
You're at 12 and I'm second.
Counterbalance, even when you don't know the top of the card of the deck, you can just soak up a few hits. Exsanguinator was in Nuka Penna? Okay, you could be right. I don't have it in front of me right now. I'm trying to remember if March of the Machine had, in the commander set specifically, a legacy relevant card, but I'd have to look it up. Someone check. But I feel like every premier set release in the commander decks, there's been a legacy relevant card, at least one.
I'm gonna put 2+1/+1 counters onto passageways here. Yep. Draw.
Drakkar hoping for new Convoke Elementals. Convoke Elementals.
Sure, trade.
Okay, so now Nile Spellbomb fired off, targeting Dave. game plan again to prevent, not even reanimate, just Murktides from being cast.
Trigger for the initiative.
Dave will have to refill the graveyard to cast a Murktide.
I'll pass triggers. Go for it.
People keep saying convoke. Are you thinking of evoke? Like grief and fury and solitude? That was a different ability. Guess they sound the same.
Number 10.
All right, a wasteland getting fired off on an underground sea. Not the most important wasteland like in game 1, but now a Murktide Regent. Looks like it'll be a 5/5. Counterbalance trigger on Bowmaster, revealing Mishra's Bauble. So maybe this Bowmaster will resolve. Are the Onslaught fetches really expensive now? I actually don't know. I don't really keep track of that stuff.
Play Trump for the.
Demonic Spirit Guide. Oh, God. All right, now a Stalactite Stalker owned by Dave and controlled by Dave. This card is hot.
I'll cast Brainstorm.
Yeah, but how much is like the cheapest version of the Onslaught fetches, like from Khans of Tarkir or whatever? Or were they in like some other set? I don't know. What's the cheapest polluted delta I can buy right now? Black border. Double Stalker.
Trigger for the initiative.
2030? Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Draw for turn.
They don't need a reprint then, in my opinion. At least not urgently. I mean, yeah, it would be nice, but like, it's not like we're dying to have a reprint, like some other cards. Have you seen Mindbreak Trap? Have you seen? Oh wait, what's the other outrageously expensive? There's some other card that's like ridiculous. I think Meltdown was for a while, but it went back down.
6. I gain 9 life.
All right, one Stalker dies, one ticks up. Or one got countered, I should say.
Pass instant trigger.
Attack with a 5/5 Murktide. Dave goes down to 10. Now a Mishra's Bauble. Take a look at the top card.
Yep.
Combat?
Yeah, Mindbreak Trap is quite expensive right now.
I have 2 cards in here.
What would I use as the rare land cycle of not fetches for that kind of product? That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I really have no idea. Counterbalance trigger. Counters it, revealing Dragon's Rise Channeler. Ponder it countered. Now a Bowmaster. Will Dave be able to race this Murktide?
It can't be a good one. I don't know.
All right, an attack for 5. It looks like he'll be able to race this Murktide. unless John can eliminate this team. Attack for 5. Dave down to 4. DRC, okay. And Salatite Stalker. That might be enough then to survive. So maybe John won this game.
That match was nuts. Holy crap.
3/3 Stalactite Stalker has Menace. Everything else can be chump blocked. John does not have Delirium. John is at 7. Has a counterbalance.
That was really well played, man. Like,
Yeah, you could. That's what I'm saying. Remove.
we need a lot of removal, yeah.
Dave obviously doesn't have Bolt.
That felt like a top 8 at Grand Prix match, all that stuff. That was insane, bro. I do like top 8 or one big events and stuff like that. You play like top 8 shit.
We've just been bouncing between 11 and 13. Right?
Really?
Has a Fatal Push. Gonna target DRC. Counterbalance trigger. It's a hit, revealing Power Blast. So Fatal Push is counter. That might have just won John the game.
Last turn right.
Dude, I've been playing this since 1993. That's why I'm like, holy shit.
I think it's 11.
Yep, Dave extends the hand. John gets it. Double force in hand as well. GG's. GG's. John gets it.